ENCL
ENCL means
enclosed.
enclosed.
And hello. Good afternoon
Good
to you.
afternoon to you and
Yes.
maayong hapon to you.
That's right.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yes.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Yes, that's nice.
Thank you. So how are you? How are you today?
Today, I feel very relaxed because it will be my weekend tomorrow, from tomorrow.
Oh,
And I and my partner will have a 3-day date from tomorrow.
mhm. Wow, that's really good. So you have
Yes.
best plans
Mhm.
for your outing or date
Yes,
with your
outing.
partner. So I hope you'll have a good time again.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess
Amae?
you're going to Chigi Prefecture.
Yes, that's right.
I
Oh, what a
remember.
nice remembering. Thank you for remembering for our plans.
Yes.
And
All right.
May, today, may I shoot this video and share with my family and or friends?
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Okay, thank you always.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
So I guess we have a good connection now. So
Mhm.
are you ready for your lesson?
Of course, ready now. Go.
Okay, let's start
Mhm.
from here.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me check last time.
Mhm.
So last time you have finished until paragraph 55.
Mhm.
Last had word was M&A, mergers and acquisitions. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so let's continue. We'll have your daily revision first.
Okay.
All right, so let's start from this question.
Okay.
So, what are the most common reasons that employees give for being absent from work? What are the most common reasons that employees give for being absent from work? The most common reasons that employees give for being absent from work are
busy
busy traffic,
traffic
because they
because they overslept,
etc.
etc.
Very good. What do we mean by a balance sheet? What do we mean by a balance sheet? By a
By a
balance
balance
sheet,
sheet,
we mean a
we mean a
document
document
that lists
that
the
lists the assets
and
and
liabilities of a company,
company
and
and
therefore
therefore
shows us
showed us
how much
how much
the
the company
is
is
worth.
worth.
And who would you expect a balance sheet for a business to be prepared by? And who would you expect a balance sheet for a business to be prepared by? I'd expect
I'd
a
expect
balance
a balance
sheet
sheet
for a
for a
business
business to be prepared by
an
an
accountant.
accountant.
Okay, good. And how much do you reckon the average full-time worker earns in your country? How much do you reckon the average full-time worker earns in your country? I
I
reckon the
reckon
average
the
full-time
average
worker
full-time worker
in my
in my
country
country
earns
earns about 3.8 million yen per
per annum.
annum.
Very good. So when people are talking informally about money, what might they say instead of 50,000 pounds, for example? When people are talking informally about money, what might they say instead of 50,000 pounds, for example? When
When
people
people
are
are
talking
talking
informally
informally
about
about
money,
money,
they might
they
say
might say
50K or
50K
50
or 50
grand
grand
instead of
instead of
50,000
50,000
pounds.
pounds.
Okay, good. Now, if the admin department of a business were badly run, would there soon be chaos? If the admin department of a business were badly run, would there soon be chaos? Yes, if
Yes,
the
if the
admin
admin
department
department of a
of a business
business
were
were
badly run,
badly run,
there'd soon
there'd
be
soon be
chaos.
chaos.
Okay, good. So would you say that a chaotic desk was a sign of a disorganized mind? Would you say that a chaotic desk was a sign of a disorganized mind? Yes, no.
Yes,
I'd say
I'd
that
say
a
that a
chaotic desk
chaotic desk
was a sign
was a
of
sign
a
of a
disorganized mind.
disorganized mind.
Okay, good. Now,
Mhm.
name an industry in which there's currently a lot of innovation. Name an industry in which there's currently a lot of innovation.
Electric car industry
Is an
is an
industry
industry in which
there's
there's
currently
currently
a lot
a
of
lot of
innovation.
innovation.
Okay, good. So,
Mhm.
and which company within that specific industry do you reckon is the most innovative? And which company within that specific industry do you reckon is the most innovative? I
I
reckon
reckon
most
the most
innovative
innovative
company
company
within that
within that
specific
specific
industry
industry
is
is Tesla.
okay, yes. Now,
Mhm.
thinking about all different types of products and services, which well known company do you reckon has the most trusted global brand? Thinking about all different types of products and services, which well known company do you reckon has the most trusted global brand? Thinking about
Thinking
all
about all
different types
different
of
types
products
of
and
products and
services,
services,
I
I
reckon
reckon Apple
has the most
has the most
trusted
trusted
global
global
brand.
brand.
That's right. So when
Mhm.
you buy clothes, is the brand important to you? When you buy clothes, is the brand important to you? Yes, no.
No.
When I buy
When I buy
clothes,
clothes,
the brand
the brand
isn't
isn't
important to me.
important to me.
Why?
Because when I buy clothes, I like to find unknown brands with innovative features and functions like lightweight and quick drying, etc.
Okay, that's nice. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. So when buying medicine, do you tend to choose branded products or the ones that use the generic name for the medicine? When buying medicine, do you tend to choose branded products or the ones that use the generic name for the medicine? When buying
When buying
medicine,
medicine,
I tend
I
to
tend to
choose
choose a product that use the generic name
for the
for the
medicine
medicine
rather than
rather than
branded
branded
products.
products.
Why?
Because the generic name is cheaper than branded products, and in many cases in Japan, the generic name is no less effective than branded products.
Okay, very true. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. Next
Mm-hmm.
question is, which of the following makes it easy for us to perform complicated calculations on data? A spreadsheet application or table created in a word processing application. Which of the following makes it easy for us to perform complicated calculations on data? A spreadsheet application or table created in a word processing application. A
A
spreadsheet
spreadsheet
application
application
makes it
makes
easy
it
for
easy
us
for us
to
to
perform
perform
complicated
complicated
calculations on
calculations on
data.
data.
Okay, good. Now
Mhm.
tell me a common business use for databases. Tell me a common business use for databases. A
A
common
common
business use
business
for
use for
databases
databases
is to
is to
record and
record and
organize
organize
details of
details of
customers,
customers,
suppliers,
suppliers,
etc.
etc.
All right, good. So
Mhm.
what's a blue collar worker? What's a blue collar worker? A blue
A blue
collar
collar
worker
worker
is someone whose
is
job
someone whose job
involves
involves
mostly
mostly
manual work.
manual work.
Yes. So in the future, do you expect the number of blue collar workers in your
Mhm.
country to increase or decrease in relation to white collar workers? In the future, do you expect number of blue collar workers in your country to increase or decrease in relation to white collar workers? In the
In the
future, I
future,
expect
I
the
expect
number
the
of
number
blue
of blue
collar
collar
workers in
workers
my
in my
country to
country to decrease
in relation
in
to
relation to
white
white
collar
collar
workers.
workers.
Why?
Because Japan's population is currently decreasing, so the demand for white collar workers who can manage unmanned services such as drones and AI is increasing rapidly.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Mhm.
Next is name a company that, in your opinion, monopolizes its market.
Mhm.
Name a company that, in your opinion, monopolizes its market. In my
In
opinion,
my opinion, Tesla
is a
is a
company that
company that
monopolizes its
monopolizes its
market.
market.
Very good. So,
Mhm.
why might a government attempt to stop two large companies merging with each other to create a monopoly? Why might a government attempt to stop two large companies merging with each other to create a monopoly? A
A
government might
government might
attempt to
attempt
stop
to
two
stop
large
two large
companies
companies
from
from
merging
merging
with each
with
other
each
to
other
create
to
a
create a
monopoly
monopoly
because
because with the monopoly,
the new
the new
company would
company
have
would have
a
such
large
a
market
large
share
market share
that it'd
that
be
it will be
able to
able to
increase
increase
prices
prices
unfairly.
unfairly.
Very good. So what's the noun of the verb merge?
Mhm.
What's the noun of the verb merge? The noun
The
of
noun of
the verb
the verb
merge
merge
is
is
merger.
merger.
Give me an example of the word merger, please. Give me an example of the word merger, please. When the
When the
merger is
merger is
completed,
completed,
a number
a
of
number of
executives are
executives are
likely to
likely
be
to be
made
made
redundant.
redundant.
Very good.
Mhm.
All right. Next question is, so
Okay.
what do the following abbreviations mean and how are they used in
Mhm.
business correspondence? What
Okay.
do the following abbreviations mean and how are they used
Mhm.
in business correspondence? ENCL
ENCL
means
means
enclosed
enclosed
and tells the
and tells
reader
the reader
of a
of
letter
a letter
that another
that another
document
document
is
is
enclosed with
enclosed
the letter.
with the letter.
The
The
abbreviation is
abbreviation
often
is
placed
often
at
placed
the bottom
at the
of the
bottom
letter
of the letter
and has the
and it
name
has the
of
name of
the
the
enclosed
enclosed
document after
document
it.
after it.
NB
And
means
it means
nota bene,
not a band,
which is
which is
Latin
Latin
and Italian
and the
for
Italian
note
for
well.
not
It
well.
is followed
It is
by a
followed by a
colon
column
and is used
and it's
in
used in
less formal
less formal
letters
letters
and
and
emails
emails
to indicate
to
that
indicate
the
that the
information
information
after it
after it
is
is
important.
important.
Very good.
Mhm.
ASAP
A
is
sub
a
is
rather
a rather
informal
informal
abbreviation for
abbreviation
as
for
soon as
as soon as
possible.
possible.
FYI
FYI
means
means
for your
for your
information
information
or for
or
your
for your
interest
interest.
and is
And
used
it's
to
used
let the
to let
reader
the reader
of an
of
email
an
know
email know
that they are not
that they are not
expected to
expected
send a
to
reply.
send reply.
It is often
It is
put
often
in the
put in
subject
the
line
subject line
of the
of the
email.
email.
Very good. So, in the banking and finance industry,
Mhm.
what do the consultants in the field of mergers and acquisitions do? In the banking and finance industry, what do the consultants in the field of mergers and acquisitions do? In the
In the
banking and
banking
finance
and the finance
industry,
industry,
consultants in the
consultants
field
in
of
the field of
mergers
mergers
and
and
acquisitions
acquisitions
act as
act as a
a
specialist
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 advisors
advisors
when
when
companies
companies
merge,
merge.
when one
When one
company
company
buys
buys
another,
another,
or
or
when a
when a
takeover
takeover
occurs.
occurs.
Okay, good. So when one company takes over another, are there often changes in the management personnel? When one company takes over another, are there often changes in the management personnel? Yes,
Yes,
when one
when
company
company
takes
takes
over
over
another,
another,
there are
there
often
are often
changes
changes
in the
in the
management
management
personnel.
personnel.
Why do you think this happens? Why do you think this happens? I
I
think
think
this
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 happens. This
happens.
happens because the company will make new decisions as a brand new company.
All right, very well. Thank you.
Mm-hmm,
So that's
mm-hmm.
all for our
Oh, really?
daily revision.
Okay.
Yeah, so we will have your new
Mhm.
work now.
Okay.
So please repeat transfer,
Transfer,
relocate.
relocate.
Okay, listen. A
Okay.
transfer is a verb
Mhm.
that means to move money from one account or institution to another. I
Mm,
feel that my money isn't safe when I
mm,
transfer funds online.
mhm,
Another meaning is to move from one place,
mhm,
school, job, etc., to another.
mhm,
Like if my company was planning to transfer me
mhm,
abroad,
mhm.
I'd prefer to be sent to Europe.
Oh.
Relocate is another word for transfer.
Mhm.
Now, let's practice.
Ah,
Do
okay.
you feel your money is safe when you transfer funds online? Do you feel your money is safe when you transfer funds online? Yes, no.
Yes.
I feel
I
my
feel my
money is
money is
safe
safe
when I
when I
transfer
transfer my
funds
funds
online.
online.
Very good. If your company was planning to transfer you abroad,
Mhm.
which country would you prefer to be sent to? If your company was planning to transfer you abroad, which country would you prefer to be sent to? If my
If my
company
company
was planning
was
to
planning to
transfer me
transfer me
abroad,
abroad,
I'd prefer
I'd
to
prefer
be
to be
sent to.
sent to your home, the Philippines or America.
Wow, amazing. Thank you. Next is in the last question,
Mhm.
which verb could we use instead of transfer?
Mhm.
In the last question, which verb could we use instead of transfer? In the
In the
last
last
question,
question,
we could
we
use
could
the
use
verb
the verb
relocate
relocate
instead of
instead of
transfer.
transfer.
Very good. Repeat
Mhm.
liquid,
Liquid,
liquidity,
liquidity,
convert.
convert.
Yeah, listen. Now,
Mhm.
by liquid asset, we mean an asset that can be converted into cash quickly
Mhm.
without losing much of its
Mhm.
value.
Mhm.
Shares in the stock market are liquid assets, so they
Mhm.
can be sold quickly
Mhm.
and easily.
Mhm.
A building, however, is less liquid asset because it can take a long time to sell.
Mhm.
Liquidity is a state of having sufficient liquid assets to pay the bills on time.
Mhm.
Now, let's practice.
Okay.
What do we mean by a liquid asset?
Mhm.
What do we mean by a liquid asset? By a
By a
liquid
liquid
asset,
asset,
we mean an
women
asset
an
that
asset
can be
that can be
converted
converted
into cash
into cash
quickly
quickly
without losing
without
much
losing
of
much
its
of its
value.
value.
Very good.
Mhm.
Does a portfolio of shares in a stock market have high or low level liquidity? Does a portfolio of shares in the stock market have high or low level liquidity? A
A
portfolio of
portfolio of
shares
shares
in the stock
in the
market
stock market
has a
has
high
a high
level
level
of
of
liquidity.
liquidity.
Very good. So
Mhm.
repeat X.
X.
Yeah, so this time acts is a verb.
Mhm.
So the verb to act means to reduce jobs,
Mhm.
a level of service, usually by a large amount. Like the
Mm.
company plans to close three of its factories and acts
Mm.
over
Mhm.
1,000 jobs.
Mm.
Now, let's practice.
Mm.
Give me an example of the verb to act, please.
Mhm.
Give me an example of the verb to act, please. The
The
company
company
plans to
plans
close
to
of
close
its
of its
factories
factories
and acts
and
over
acts
a
over a
thousand jobs.
thousand jobs.
Very good. So repeat output,
Output,
productivity, unit,
productivity, unit,
machinery,
machinery,
production line,
production line,
reliable.
reliable.
Yeah, listen. Now, when we measure the output of a factory, for example, when we
Mhm.
calculate the average number of its units produced in a particular period,
Mhm.
so we can calculate that the output is 10,000 units a week.
Mhm.
Machinery is a group of machines, the
Oh.
movable parts of a machine or a
Mm.
large machines in general.
Oh.
Reliable is an adjective. If a
Mm.
machine or piece of equipment or system is reliable, it
Mm.
will work well and
Mhm.
not break down easily.
Mhm.
Now, productivity, however,
Mm.
is a measurement of how efficient the production process is.
Mhm.
Now, so if productivity in a factory is high,
Mm.
that means that the average value of each unit produced is high compared to the cost of making it.
Mm.
Productivity increases when, for example, each employee works faster or when a new or more efficient machinery is introduced.
Mhm.
Productivity decreases, for
Mhm.
example, when employees work more slowly, when the
Mhm.
machinery is unreliable and breaks down.
Mhm.
Product line, it
Mm.
refers to the range of products created in the same company.
Mhm.
Now, let's practice.
Okay.
Which measurement tells us how efficient a factory is? Output or productivity?
Mhm.
Which measurement tells us how efficient a factory is? Output or productivity? Productivity tells
Productivity
us
tells us
how
how
efficient a
efficient a
factory
factory
is.
is.
So, what kind of things can cause a factory to have a low productivity? What
Mhm.
kind of things can cause a factory to have a low productivity? The kind of
The kind of
things
things
that can
that can
cause a
cause a
factory to
factory
have
to
low
have low
productivity
productivity
are
are
badly
badly
organized
organized
production
production
lines,
lines,
slow
slow
workers,
workers,
unreliable
unreliable
machinery,
machinery,
etc.
etc.
Very good. So now let's talk about writing writing a cover letter.
Mhm.
So repeat, availability,
Availability.
highlight,
Highlight.
conclusion,
Conclusion.
summarize,
Summarize.
enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
Yes, listen, availability is the noun of available, which means present or
Mhm.
able, willing to talk to someone.
Mhm.
Like she's the perfect candidate for the job,
Mhm.
but I need to confirm her availability. So I need to make sure that she is available. Now,
Mhm.
highlight
Mhm.
is to make a subject easy to notice so that people pay attention to it. Like
Mhm.
your resume should
Mhm.
highlight your
Mhm.
skills and achievements.
Mhm.
Conclusion, it is the end of something such as a speech, a piece of writing. Like
Mhm.
when writing a letter, you should thank the company for considering your application and the conclusion of the
Mhm.
letter. Now,
Mhm.
summarize, it means a short statement giving only the main information and not
Mhm.
the details of plan, event, report, etc. Like
Mhm.
she summarized the essay in a final paragraph.
Mhm.
Now, enthusiasm, it means a strong feeling of interest,
Mhm.
enjoyment about something and eagerness to be involved in it. I never
Mhm.
lost my enthusiasm for teaching.
Mhm.
Okay,
Oh.
so this time, can
Mhm.
you please open your textbook? So, can you read the key information for cover letter? Can you
Oh,
open? Is it okay?
wait a minute. Not reading part in normal part.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So,
I'm
paragraph
down.
57. Okay,
Okay, I'm down.
thank you. So, can
Mhm.
you start with the key information? Like a formal letter sent together with CV for applying for. Yeah, can you start with that part?
Applying for.
The key information, like a
Uh,
formal letter is sent together.
It's sent together. Okay. A cover letter is a formal letter that we send together with our CV when we apply for a job. It's written for three main reasons: to say which job we are applying for, to persuade the reader that our CV is worth reading, and to let them know our availability for interview below. Retail, extensive, flagship, outlet, genuine, in term, on the basis. May I continue to read?
Thank you. Can you read the example cover letter?
Example cover letter. Okay. Dear Miss Jones, I'm writing to apply for the position of retail sales manager that I saw advertised in the Daily Standard on 14th July. As you can see from my CV, I have extensive experience, including over 7 years in management, and I have spent the last 2 years in a busy, high fashion retail sales environment. Running operations at the flagship London outlet would offer me great opportunities and exciting challenges. I already feel genuine enthusiasm for your product range, and I have long admired the high quality of your clothing and the innovation of your designers. I am confident that this enthusiasm together with my strong organizational skills, experience in training, and my attention to detail will enable me to bring real and measurable benefits to the store. When dealing with people, I pride myself on my professional but friendly manner, and both staff and customers know that they can rely on me, help, and support at all times. I feel strongly that this is the principal reason I succeed in building loyalty among employees for whom I am responsible. Their dedication in turn translates into healthy sales figures and a high proportion of customers returning on a regular basis. Thank you for taking the time to consider my application. I am available to attend an interview at any time and look forward to hearing from you in the near future. Yours sincerely, Michael White.
That's right. So that's an example of making a cover letter. So let's continue. So let's have your practice. Let's
Mhm,
start here. So what do we mean by a cover letter? What do
mhm.
we mean by a cover letter? By a
By
cover
a cover
letter,
letter,
mean a
we mean
formal
a formal
letter
letter
that we send
that we
along
send
with
along
our
with our
CV when
CV
we
when we
apply for a
apply
job.
for a job.
Very good. So, what are the three main reasons for writing a cover letter? What are the three main reasons for writing a cover letter? The three
The
main
three main
reasons
reasons for writing a cover letter
are
are
say
to
which
say
job
which job
we're applying
we're
for,
applying for,
to persuade the
to persuade the reader
that our
that our
CV is
CV
worth
is
reading,
worth reading,
and to let them
and to
know
let them know
our
our
availability
availability
for an
for an
interview.
interview.
Yeah, so what's the first piece of information we should put in a cover letter? What's the first piece of information we should put in a cover letter? The first
The
piece of
first piece of information
we should put
we
in a
should put
cover
in the
letter
cover letter
is why we
is
are
why we
writing.
are writing.
So give me some examples, please. Give me some examples, please. I am
I'm
writing to
writing to
apply for
apply
the
for the
position of.
position of.
I am
I'm
writing to
writing to
inquire
inquire
whether you
whether
have
you have
any
any
vacancies.
vacancies.
Very good. So I guess we'll just end here
Mhm.
for our new work. And
Mhm.
and also I just continue the new work since we don't have much time for the reading practice. So
Okay, okay,
still
okay. Mhm.
you'll continue from paragraph 30 market research next time. And now your
Mhm.
new work is on 57 on a
Mhm.
basis. So
Mhm.
good job. Well done. Thank you
Wow,
so
what a
much
nice
for
phrase.
being so faithful, and yeah, have a great day and a good time. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
always, アンフィン。はい、そんなわけで、カランフォービジネス、何回目かな ?3 回目か4回目ぐらいの録画、これを共有いたします。で、今回共有したのは、レッスンの内容と、あと、カランフォービジネスはすごく長い文章が出てくるよっていうことの共有と、あと、今回ちょっと多めにカンペのスプレッドシートを開いています。で、これちょっと理由がありまして、ネイティブキャンプは今本体がセブのオフィスかなセブのオフィスのネットワーク、通信回線がちょっと調子悪いことがよくあるみたいなんですね。で、音が途切れになることがあります。でそうすると、カランって先生の言ったことをこう繰り返して、即座に繰り返して話すわけですが、聞こえてないと繰り返せないですよねっていうことですよね。で、そのためにテキストを開くなり、私みたいにカンペノートを用意して、で、そのカンペノートで聞こえなかった、途切れちゃった、スキップしちゃった音声を補って読んでいる。そんなわけで、スプレッドシートとか、カンペ用のシートとか、あとは eBook。これを開いて読むっていうのもありですね。というカランフォービジネスレッスンの風景の共有でした。もし質問や相談がありましたら、説明欄のコンタクトフォームから山中和志へ連絡していただけます。今回も動画のご視聴ありがとうございます。それではまた。